Hello everyone, welcome to the Wednesday forecast. So let's get started. And first I just wanted to say I did make an Instagram account. The link is in the description so you can follow me. And now let's take a look at the euro and the US dollar. So I actually did have two trades on this pair. Let me take the price action back so I can talk about the trades. So the first one, what I was seeing a descending structure. Then I saw a nice impulse push. And I know when I see an impulse like this, I see a descending, and then this impulse, it usually starts a trend to the downside. So this was a very high probability to continue trending down. We had, as I said, a large impulse, two huge wicks, small pullback, no momentum shift in the pullback, and then we continued. We had one candle push, which was not enough for me. I searched for another candle, and then we got the second candle, and at that point this was definitely a textbook short trade. So I placed a pending order, and then I got tagged in with actually the combo. So the combo is a pullback, then a pause, and then a second part of the pullback. This would be the first part of the pullback, this candle would be the small pause, and then it tagged me in with this candle. And then the price continued trending down. Almost stopped me out right here, but didn't, so continued down, and I was actually able to pass the first stage of my FTMO, so made I think 6% with this trade. I needed 5% to pass because I had 5% profit from before, so I managed to pass the first stage with this trade, and that is very nice. So then the price continued trending down, and then we got a small pullback, and we actually got a flag formation right here. So a flag formed, and I was very happy to enter on a short trade since I had no risk on the prior trade because I reduced it above this candle since the price broke the low. So that is the management that I use. And then, as I said, we created the flag right here. This would be the first leg, small pause, and the second leg. The entry would be the first bearish candle, which is this one right here. So I entered a short trade, and then price continued trending down. And then it reversed to the upside and stopped me out for I think 0.15% here and 6% on the first trade. So very good two trades, both were textbook trades, really nothing wrong with them. They were very nice, fit my plan 100%. And as I said, I moved my stop loss when the price broke the low, so the last stop loss placement was above this high, and then price stopped me out. So currently what I'm seeing a reversal from a descending structure. We did start to form a descending right here. As you can see, we are breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, and we are now getting a reversal to the upside. So if this has a clean close, I will be very interested in taking a trade, taking a long trade. So from this reversal, that would be very high probability according to my plan. So let's see if we can get a clean close right here, or I would look for more of a push, and then I would look for a flag formation, or I would look for more of a push and then to get in on a trend with a break and a retest, or maybe another flag. So it all depends. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see an ascending structure to start and then a reversal to form. Well, I would look for a reversal, but I wouldn't want to see that if I were searching for long trades. But if we do get an ascending, of course, I'm always looking for that reversal trade. We can also get a V right here from this formation and then get a small range, continue down and look for that short trade. Or we can get a descending structure and then look for a reversal to the upside and look for that long trade. So that's it for EU. Let's take a look at EJ. EJ has not really shown me anything. There was an opportunity to enter right here on a flag. So what I was seeing right here, I was seeing this descending structure, which was a very high probability to reverse, I have to say. So it was looking good. And then we got momentum to the upside. We got some really nice momentum. with some really nice strong 2 candles, and we got a huge wick on the top. So after seeing that huge wick, I wanted to see a nice tight flag with a range. I didn't want to see just a straight aggressive retrace, and what we actually got, we got that aggressive retrace. So when I do see a huge wick and this aggressive retrace, especially since if the market is not trending but is only starting a trend or reversing, I'm not taking any trades. So there was a flag opportunity right here. This would be the entry point, but for me this didn't fit my plan at all, because as I said, we got a huge wick and then we got an aggressive retrace. So yeah, then what happened? Well, the price broke the high, retraced, broke the high, retraced. So we are now starting to form an ascending structure, and I will see if I can get in on a reversal trade. So if I can get in on something like this sort of a reversal, or if we get a large push up, I'm looking for a flag, or a large push down, looking for that flag to go short. If we do get a descending structure from this point, something like this, I would be very careful when taking a reversal, since that would be an ascending into descending, which usually signals to us a larger range. So I need to be really careful when taking trades that are range bound, and I don't believe I would actually take this reversal because of the prior price action. But it all depends. If the price action is really clean, then I would consider. Now let's take a look at the Aussie pairs. So there was actually an opportunity to enter right here. So I missed a trade right here. I missed this flag because I was asleep. I talked about it yesterday. This would have been a very good trade, but unfortunately I was asleep, so I missed it. And then there was an opportunity to enter on another long trade on this inside bar right here. But what actually happened, I saw the next candle start to form to the upside, and then I saw it leave a wick, and then I removed my order. So at first I did have an order on at the inside bar, but then I removed it when I saw a wick form, this wick. So I was just in time to remove the order, and that is something that I do if I do check the charts, let's say 15 minutes after I placed a pending order, to see if a wick may be formed so that I can remove it. It sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't, but it is part of my trading process. So then the price reversed to the upside. We got a reversal push, then we got a small pullback, and then the price continued down. At this point I was searching for a short trade, but I wanted to see more of a push. This was personally not enough of a push for me. I wanted to see it push a little bit more, especially since the prior candles were not looking that strong. Well, they were looking strong, but I wanted to see more of a push. This was not really enough of a break for me to look for that short trade. But if someone did take this, they would now be, I believe, in profit. So it would be a good trade. Then there was another opportunity to enter right here on a short trade. But for me personally, we were starting to descend. So we were starting to form a descending structure. And I stayed out of this trade also. So for me, we just broke the low, retraced, broke the low, retraced, broke the low, retraced. This was a clean close, but it was not enough of a push for me. I wanted to see a bit more. So then the price actually continued. And now we are stuck between the low and the high. And what I can forecast for this price action is that we maybe start to form a descending structure, and then I would look for a reversal to the upside and a long trade. Or I'm seeing if we can get a large push up and then a trade, or a large push down, also look for a trade. So this is starting to pause a bit, but we are coming from an ascending structure right here. So as I said, maybe a trend will start to the downside. So if we get the evidence of a trend, then I will look for that short trade. So maybe a break and retest or something like that. So we can start to form a descending, more of a descending structure. Then I will look for a reversal to the upside. And yeah, that's about it. This is not personally looking that good to me. I want to see a nice push either to the upside or to the downside, or I want to see a nice ascending or a descending structure form so that I can look for a reversal. So for the final pair, the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So for here, there was also an opportunity to enter on a trade right here. So what I was seeing this corrective uptrend. Then I was seeing a huge push to the upside, and then I was seeing a small pause with no momentum shift in the pullback and a continuation to the upside. And this was a nice clean push, but what I didn't like that the price broke the high and retraced with the candle before. So right here, this would be 898, this is 898. So yesterday this was actually 897 and this was 898. So this candle broke this candle's high and retraced. So I wanted to see a bigger push than this. I wanted to see something like this. This was not enough of a push for me personally, so I stayed out of this long trade. And also the wick formed during the entry, so I definitely was not looking for a trade right there. Then the price broke the low, retraced, broke the high, retraced, and is currently range bound. So broke the high, retraced, broke the high, retraced, left huge wicks all over the place. And as I said, this is currently range bound price action. So what I am looking for, what I'm expecting for more of a range in this sort of area. And we know that when we do get a range, there are liquidity areas below and above. So the people that are going long on their lower time frames keep their stops here. Those that go short keep their stops above, so in this box. And we need to see if the price maybe reaches the upper area in an ascending fashion. That is high probability to reverse. Or if it reaches the lower liquidity area in a descending fashion, that's also high probability to reverse to the upside. And if we do get a push out of the range, it really needs to be a big push. This would not be enough, let's say, because it can just retrace and continue ranging. So I need to see that large conviction and a large push. I would then look for a flag or maybe a break and retest trade. Same thing to the downside. So I need to see a large push out of the range with some conviction and a nice continuation pattern. So I'm always being very careful when I see a range, since it can just go into the liquidity area, as I said, and retrace. Okay, so that's it for the forecast. Had some really nice moves on the Euro and the Aussie pairs. Also passed the first stage of FTMO, so that is great. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe we do start to see some trends today also, since Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range bound and the market starts to move on Wednesday. So maybe we do get some more moves even today. So that's it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.